It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try the air now with Hill. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutz with an extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Winston on 4th down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We talk about the Phillies, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that line down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they didn't get a lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and try to keep the defense honest.
So just sit back to the every day.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14.
Logan Crook to kick off for the Jaguars.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
He throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Winston.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they're good for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 40 now on second down. Winston. This is Smith with the ground.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jameis now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll throw again. Winston.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Adam Troutman as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from a long distance. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
They
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 125 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 35 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead out to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at the 20.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a cancel. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down at 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 1.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Winston sneaking it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free on 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 40 yards on the pickup.
The second down play call is not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a management third down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Lawrence finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley with career touchdown number 60. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Another toe for Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Well, he's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Here's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murray used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Taken down by Pete Werner. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Winston to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again. Still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. What can Winston do in the OT now? And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
He's got his target. It's Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Jameis to throw it. It's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So, CD, both teams have had it here in overtime, and both have thrown an interception.
And now this offense perfectly set up for a second chance opportunity. Already in field goal range, don't do anything crazy here. Just set it up and let your kicker win the game.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Jacksonville, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head